What's up, everybody? This is Master Ian Gamer, and welcome to another Overwatch stream. How are you all doing here today? We are back. Whew, this past weekend was, it was a weekend. That's for sure. It's weird not having Juno in the game anymore, but, well, that just means we have an excuse to play tank again, which is what we'll be doing here today. Hello, Hitmace, Scorpio, Double Edge, Moustache, Peter, Knuckles, Tinte. Good to see you all here today. It's like Rex King was here earlier. Widow the Wisp, welcome. Elmer, hello. Hope you all are having a lovely Tuesday. Oh. Anyone know how long the weapon skin is in the shop for? They haven't really specified, so it might be here forever. That might be a bit optimistic in terms of thinking, but it looks like it might just be permanently in the Mythic shop at this point. Which would kind of make sense to have stuff like that permanently in the Mythic shop. I mean, I guess older Mythic skins technically become that after however many seasons it is. But I do think it's going to be here forever. How many of you have gotten the Reinhardt Mythic skin? I'm curious. I'm curious how much we're going to see it in-game, is the thing. Saw Dial of Destiny last night. Not the worst movie, but definitely the weakest of the 5 indie films. Oh, yes, Peter. It is the weakest by a long shot. Ugh, I hate that movie. Hello, P. Daddy. Welcome. Hello, Kiriko. Welcome as well. And Kenobi-wan, welcome. So hungry, we don't want to wake everyone up. You can't just, like, stealthily sneak into the kitchen and nab, like, a cheese out of the fridge or something like that. Oh, I see. Well, Hitmace, it'll take a while for me to get used to your new name. I don't know, what do you guys think about changing usernames and profile pictures? I'm the sort of person who, like, never does that. Ever. And not even because I have, like, a channel and brand that I need to maintain. It's just, I don't change identities at all. And I kind of find it annoying when other people do, because in, like, online settings, it can be hard to keep track of who's who. You did it when you transitioned? Well, that makes sense. Just Ken. Lifeguard skins will outsell the Reinhammer. Oh, I have no doubt about that, for sure. You've had this username since you were 10. Well, there you go. Keep it. Let me check something real quick. YouTube didn't exist until you went to college. Goodness. Okay, well, on that note, might as well hop into the game itself. Yes, I forgot to. There we go. Man, why is Kiriko so small? Here. Well. Dang it, she's breaking stuff. Damn it, Kiriko. This is why nobody loves you. Whoop. Okay. There. Now that should be proper. There we go. Oh, Fox Girl is back. Hello, MLG Anime Gamer. Originally wanted Rio as your nickname, but maybe Scorpio is just fitting. I mean, it's up to you. I will say one of the neat things about having an internet persona is that, like, you get to pick, you know, what it is. I always thought that was a really cool element of it. The idea that you get to decide who you are. Let me make sure everything's working here before we get into actually doing some things. Okay. Alrighty. So has anybody else been having the issue where their Mythic Reinhardt weapon does not work? Oh, yes, I do have the gold on right now, but the, Oh, okay. I guess they fixed it. That's good to see. For those of you who watched my video, you probably saw that the visual effects were not working at all. Glad to see that's been fixed. Now it's properly firing up. You want to come up with a new username? Your usernames have had odd origins. What's wrong with Kiriko? You can't just stick with that forever? Alright, yeah, now it's looking cool. Now we're getting it to work. Now it's working. Yeah, no ragdolls when you kill people with this. They just get damned to hell. New series started, TMNT X Naruto takes place in the first Naruto. Interesting. Do you think we've reached a point where, like, collabs are just all it is? Because, like, for a while now, society has just been in a state of not generating new things. We had the era of reboots, and I feel like that has sort of burnt out now. And then there's the era of adaptations, like taking video games and making them into movies, and now I feel like even that has already... Well, maybe not, because you have things like the Mario movie. I think there's still a lot to be exploited there, should we say. But also, I think we're entering the age of collabs, where it's like, why make something new when you can just take something else that already exists and put it in your thing? And I don't know how to feel about it, honestly. We need more original things. I agree. Did you see the Fortnite Lego? I did. I did see the pictures. I'm very tempted to get the Battle Bus, but have they released prices for the sets yet? Or is it just the images? Because it'll depend. I imagine that Battle Bus is going to be expensive. D&D movie was one of the best movies of the year. Fight you. Well, I can't speak on it because I haven't seen it, but... And it's certainly not to say that every, you know, collab or adaptation is bad. There are a lot of genuinely good ones. But it's the oversaturation of them which is the issue. Battle Bus is $100. Yeah, that makes sense. That's not surprising. Oh, they're officially on the LEGO website now? Nice. When do they actually come out? I assume they'd be on pre-orders currently. Are they actually available to ship, or is it just pre-ordering them? Are you planning on getting Ashes, or are you say... Oh, yeah, talking to Double Edge. October 1st. Okay, so it's a little ways off still. Only set with minifigures. Yeah. I was looking at the minifigures. I'm trying to remember which ones were included. This Jonesy, obviously. No Raven team leader. That kind of surprised me. Maybe LEGO just wants to dodge that bullet. Cube Assassin and Trespasser skins getting a physical minifigure were odd choices. There isn't a Rust Lord, is there? I don't remember seeing him, and I probably would have remembered if I had seen him. I feel like Rust Lord would have been such an easy one to do, too. They could have just used existing pieces and just given them colors and textures. Are we hoping to get the Mythic? If it's not a tank, you're going to die. Talking about next Mythic, it's definitely going to be for a tank. It'll depend on the season, though. If the next season ends up being the Egyptian mythology, it's probably going to be Ramatra getting a Anubis Mythic. Right, Bomber. Meowscles. That's right, Meowscles. I remember now. So Bright Bomber, Meow Souls, Jonesy, Drift, Raven, Peely, Cuddle Team Leader, Cube Assassin, and Trespasser. Did you get the hammer? Well, hello, Victor. No. This is me just trying it out in the practice range. I'm skeptical about whether to purchase it. Because, frankly, I'm not a big fan of the whole demon aesthetic. Like, it seems like a cool weapon skin. It's egregiously overpriced, regardless. But it's cool. But I don't think it really fits my jam, you know? If it was more sci-fi themed, I'd be more interested, but it's not. So, is the hammer worth it? It's entirely up to you. It's cool. It is very overpriced, though, I'll say. I think if you look at the Mythic weapons as, like, an alternative to the season's Mythic skin, I think they're more forgivable in terms of their price. Because it's like, oh, you don't care about Rita Repulsa Ash. Okay, well, you can get this instead if you want. Like, if you look at it like that, then it's like, okay, it's not so bad, but it's kind of annoying because it's like, if you want to collect everything, then you have to spend big bucks at this point. How much does the hammer cost for Ryan? It's $80 worth of prisms for all the tiers. Also, I'm not really a fan of how they break it down into the separate tiers. Like, the fact that it's like 50 for the base, then 10 to get the reactivity, another 10 for the flourish, and then another 10 for the kill effect, and you like have to get them in this order is... I don't like how they do that. You know what? I think the biggest thing they should have done, which I think would have made it way better value, is just give us customization for the hammer itself. Even if it was only color, that would have added so much more value. Even if it was just, you know, default red, but then there's a blue option and a green option. And you just get that by default by getting the base weapon. That would have added so much more value to this. Because it would have made it fit with more different skins, at the very least, because it doesn't have to look so demonic per se. Like, maybe the blue version has like a frost aesthetic, and the green one has like a toxic aesthetic, while the red one still retains its like demon fiery aesthetic. That would have added so much more value to it for a relatively minimal amount of like effort in terms of adding stuff to it. It's genuinely a shame they haven't done that. I really hope they consider that at the very least for future Mythic weapons, because, you know, that was the whole point of Mythics in the first place. Like, the customization. Now it's just, oh, spend money for a cool weapon, spend even more money for it to do cooler things. Like, I really think they kind of went the wrong way with this one. They took the wrong approach to it. Which is a shame, and hopefully it's something they sort of course correct on with future Mythic weapons, but, you know. I'm curious if we're going to get another Mythic weapon next season. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't, because I could see this one being like a one-off test, basically, where they release this and see how many people actually buy it before really investing production into any other Mythic weapons, in which case it could be a few seasons before we see more, if they decide to add more. Colors are way better than paywalling weapon inspects. Yeah. I mean, the weapon inspect being locked to this weapon is just... I mean, talk about being, like... What's the term? Not tone deaf, but, like... just being deaf to your audience, where it's like people are begging for weapon inspects since the launch of Overwatch 2. Blizzard says basically nothing about it until, oh, weapon inspects are here, but they're only on a $50 weapon skin. Like, what? Ugh. People should be pissed off by that. You don't get to see the mythic skin other people do, but you see the weapon at all times. I mean, that's a fair point, but like, weapons are typically much less interesting than a skin itself, at least in my opinion. People who really wanted it saved their prisms up? Probably. Not worth it, and you bet not many people will get it. I agree. I don't expect this to sell very well. But if it was a Kiriko Mythic weapon skin, Ian would spend money on it. Don't tempt me. I probably would. But I mean, at the same time, I'm sort of playing the whole Mythic shop, where it's like, I mean, you can see I have 160 prisms, because I didn't buy this season's Mythic skin yet, or the Mercy one from last season. And I don't know if I will. I'm kind of tempted to get Calamity Empress, but like, I don't play Ashe that much, and it's not my favorite Ashe skin. So if it was like Kiriko that got a skin, and I didn't like the skin that much, like swap this with Amaterasu, then I would get it. Even though I don't really care that much for Amaterasu, I would get it just because it's a Kiriko Mythic. But for Ashe, it's like, I don't play her enough. It's not worth it. So I'm just saving my prisms, basically. And then the hammer is kind of the same boat, where it's like, I just don't like it that much. Plus, it'll be here for a while. I'd rather save my prisms, because who knows? Maybe next season we get a really cool Mythic skin for, like, Wrecking Ball that I really want to get. And another new, like, Mythic weapon. Maybe one for Kiriko. In which case, I'd want to have the prisms saved up to get both. Why didn't you get Mercy? Because I don't play Mercy, and I don't think this is a good-looking Mythic skin. Nah, I'm just not a fan of it. It's really boring. All the Mythics are kind of ass. Nah. I think they're all pretty good. I mean, obviously, like, this is by far my favorite. This is such a good Mythic skin. I don't know if we'll ever get a new Sigma skin that makes me swap off that, because it is so good. I really like Cyber Demon Genji. Yeah. I mean, there's good ones. Mercy Mafia heading to your location. Do it. I dare him. Like Mercy's Mythic skin better than Hanzo and Orisa. The problem with Mercy's Mythic is, like, what is it supposed to be? It's just a more elaborate version of her default skin. Like, thematically, what is this supposed to be? And granted, if you like her default design and just want a cooler version of that, then, like, alright, fair enough. That's what you get here. But, like, again, A, I never play Mercy. B, it's not interesting enough of a design that I'm like, ooh, I want to get that. Because Orisa's at least, like, granted, she has the other, like, Megasoma skin that's basically the same thing, but this is, like, a cooler version of it. Mercy Mafia shows up, sending the pigeons to attack. Favorites are Junker Queen and Kiriko. I'm not really a fan of the whole gods aesthetic. Like, Junker Queens, I think, is cool. Zeus fits her so well as a character to represent that I'm like, yeah, that's a cool Mythic for her. I don't personally like the aesthetics of it, but I think it's so fitting and just like a cool overall skin that I do quite like this one. Kiriko's is just, again, I'm just not a fan of this type of aesthetic. Nothing wrong with it, it's just not my interest. Favorite is still Sigma's. Oh yes. Oh yes. It's so good. It's so good. I love this one. Favorite of yours: Sigma, Tracer, Queen, and Moira. Moira's is really cool. Again, it's a character I don't play much though. Tracer's is fine. I would say Tracer's is like the most mid mythic skin we've gotten. I don't really like the way it's like you level it up, the way you'd level up like a D&D character, because it feels less like customization and more like, oh, this is just objectively the best version, like the highest tier one. I mean, I guess like the color you could change, but I think it's fine. I think it's a perfectly mid mythic skin. Hope we get non-edgy skins for a few seasons. Yeah, the mythic skins always do seem really edgy, don't they? Like, Tracer's is probably the only mythic skin that I wouldn't say is edgy. Like, maybe Amaterasu. Yeah, I would say Adventurer, Amaterasu, and like maybe Zeus are like the only non-edgy skins. But even this one is even Zeus is so intense that like it's probably edgy. All the other ones are super edgy. Like, when I genuinely want to see us get just like a super cute mythic skin. Like, give it to Diva or someone, or give it to Wrecking Ball. I think it would be hilarious if Wrecking Ball just got like a super cutesy mythic skin. I'm willing to bet it wouldn't sell as well, though. That's the thing. I think they have to go intense and edgy for mythics because it helps them sell. I guess Calamity Empress isn't that edgy. It's more goofy than anything. I mean, yeah, she's like the big bad villain, but given the source material, it's definitely more goofy than like legitimately edgy. So I don't know, I guess there are some non-edgy ones. All mythic skins are I fell in love with an emo boy aesthetic. Cute mythic for Juno. Oh, could you imagine if Juno got like a proper alien girl skin? You could like customize like whether she has like antenna or like a little jetpack thingy. That would be great. That would be great. Wish Bob had customization. Oh yeah, that would be nice. It would be nice if Bob had gotten more, but I think it's fine. Welcome back, Kiriko. Already has the Jetsons rocket pack effect while gliding. They could do different things. They could do different things for Juno. I'm really excited just to see what her like epic and legendary skins look like. I'm so excited for Juno. I can't believe we have to wait a whole month. Ugh. I don't want to wait that long. I want to see Juno skins now. People have been doing some great Juno concepts, though, online. That one alien skin, which I reposted on my Twitter account, is so good. So good. Alien-themed battle pass with Mythic Diva and her spaceship mecha would be incredible. The thing about an alien battle pass theme is I'd be worried they'd go, like, creepy aliens. Like, why am I forgetting their name? The StarCraft aliens. Why can I not remember what the StarCraft aliens are called? Zerg, right? Yeah, because Zerg Rush. I'm worried they would go that route, where it's like a bunch of like, ooh, creepy aliens, where it's like, okay, that's cool in its own way, but like, I think it'd be more interesting if they went like goofy, like retro, almost cartoony type aliens. Just like a silly off-world society. And like, there are some humans there, or at least they look like humans. Almost more like Star Wars in terms of the aliens, which I guess I kind of already did with the Star Watch season. Goofy aliens, exactly. Goofy aliens are great. Wrecking Ball could get some great goofy alien skins. Whole month till Ian reunites with his new girlfriend. Yeah, sure. Call her what you will. Me goofy aliens now. Goofy aliens are great. We need more goofy aliens, period. I feel like aliens have become a thing where, like, they're not, like, trendy anymore, you know? There was a time where people were all about them goofy-ass aliens. You know, like Ben 10, all sorts of stuff like that. I don't see that much anymore. It's kind of fallen out of style, I guess. Heard a voice line of Juno saying she likes to avoid black holes. She's definitely been beyond Mars. Yeah, that's what I was saying before about the whole, like, is she literally a space ranger? Because she has a couple lines like that, which, like, imply she's, like, actually encountered a black hole before. But it's also possible that she's just saying it to sort of play up the character that she, at the very least, wants to present herself as. So it's like, it's hard to say. I think it'll take us getting the origin story to know for sure, like, how that actually, like, works. Die for Doctor Who collab with collars with Soldier as the Doctor, Roadhog as Slitheen, and Mercy as the Nurse Cat Nuns. I have not seen Doctor Who, so I don't. My knowledge of Doctor Who is basically Weeping Angels, and that's it. You blame the future generations of kids who want to be edgy and cool like adults. What's Kiriko smug for? I mean, she probably is glad Juno's gone, because she gets to actually be here now. Well, Mythic skin or no, we should get into a game. I'm so sad Transformers collab is over. Rip anyone who didn't get the skins while they could. Oh, the support queues. Everybody's sick of playing supports from the weekend. How long is the hammer staying? It seems like it's staying indefinitely from what we can tell. Greetings! Hello, Bumblebee. Welcome to the stream. Pet peeve of yours is treating black holes like these malicious eldritch vortices. Not how they work. I'll be honest, I don't really know much about how black holes actually work, other than that they're massive gravity wells. I have no idea what would actually happen if one were to approach a black hole, so to say. I don't really know how that works in terms of physics. Need more cute mythic skins. 100% agree. Come on, Blizzard, you cowards. Drop the whole edgy motif and give us something cute. That was a horrible Winston impression. Greetings. That's Winston's cousin. We don't talk about him. You approach a black hole, you'd probably die. But, like, how close would you actually have to get to the black hole? And, like, what would that actually entail with you dying? Winston's cousin, Simpleton. Oh, boy. Winston's significantly less smarter cousin. Hello, Teal Owl. Welcome. Look, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. So you cross the event horizon, they're basically just like any other star besides the color. That would make sense. Like, I guess people never really, like, consider it like this, but I guess a sun would function like a black hole similarly if you were, like, in a weak-ass ship near the sun. Like, wouldn't the gravitational pull just pull you into the sun? Is that not how it works, or am I misunderstanding, like, the physics of that? It's the same way as a planet. Technically, we're being pulled toward Earth right now. The pull isn't so strong that we're crushed and killed by the gravity alone, but, like, that's how it works. Cool. Alright. Need a break from playing Diva. You've already gotten too many play of the games with Diva. Hold up. What is my... Why does it sound so loud? Oh, that's why. Black hole is just the sun so big that light doesn't get out. Right, so it would be the same effect as being near a sun. It's just stronger, so it'd be proportional to, like, distance. Oh my god. Quite a lot of what we know about black holes are purely theoretical. True, we don't know what they do, we can just make an educated guess. I will say, astronomers and astrophysicists, I guess I should say, are wild to me. It's like, we've never been to another planet, yet we know so much about other planets. Okay, we've been to Mars via rovers, but, like, I'm talking about, like, extrasolar planets that we, like, observe through telescopes, and they're like, we know exactly what this is made out of just by analyzing the way light bounces off of it. Like, what? What sort of black magic are you weaving that you can, like, discern that just from the way light touches an object billions of miles away? Real life wizards. Yeah, no kidding. It's actually what they are. It's insane. Have you seen the edit of Juno abilities video? Oh, I've seen it in my recommended. I haven't watched it, though. I probably will at some point. I assume that's the same channel that did the same one for Venture and probably Malga, because I think they've done that for a few heroes now. Know more about the surface of Mars than our deepest oceans. Oh, that's another whole angle. Deep oceans. It's incredible how, like, yeah, we just, like, can't go there at all. And we never will. Oh, hello, not Victor. A Featus Shina. See, this is what I was talking about earlier. People with, like... I guess you didn't change your name. You're just using a different account, which isn't quite the same, but... Always getting bamboozled by people using different names. Oh, sorry, Prime. We get deepest ocean season theme for Overwatch. That's what I'm saying. We need more deep sea stuff in this game. Deep sea is such a cool theme. Honestly, any sort of hazardous environment theme has always been so cool to me. Be it outer space, deep sea, Arctic environments, super hot environments like volcanoes and deserts. Just any sort of hazardous environment where humans go there and have like specialized suits and vehicles and equipment to deal with it. It's so cool. I've always loved that sort of stuff. Wait a minute, he's using the skin. He's using the Mythic. You spent a lot of money on Reinhardt this month, haven't you, buddy? Miss when Lego had themes like that? Yes. Dude, I'm willing to bet that's why I have such a love for that sort of stuff, because Lego used to have so many cool themes that explored that type of thing. And they're kind of starting to bring them back with, like, current LEGO city themes. Like, the current space city theme they have going on is pretty cool. I really considered getting some of those sets, because I just love the idea of, like, these astronauts on, like, an alien planet doing research and stuff. But back in the day, LEGO, yeah, had so many cool themes like that. I mean, like, ages ago, they had, like, the, like, Aqua Raiders. And, like, what was the one? There's Aqua Zone. That was a really old theme. That was even before my time. But I definitely remember that being a thing as a kid. Ah! Darn it. I wanted to kill the Venture. Cave systems and mines. Yeah, I mean, even going back to LEGO, they had Rock Raiders and Power Miners. Power Miners, God, that was such a cool theme. It's been so long since we've had a Power Miners-like theme in the LEGO. So sad. Oh, no. Oh my god. Ooh. LEGO still has some cool themes. I mean, they do. Wait. Oh, there he is. I feel like LEGO overall has kind of been shifting toward being a more, like, adult-focused toy, though. Because you get so many, like, collab-type sets, I guess you could even call them, like, more, like, big, like, model-type things. Like, there's the whole, like, botany theme they have. There's the whole, like, architecture theme. I guess, like, ideas is, like, the overarching, like, theme for those types of things, but... Man. And, like, I don't know anything against LEGO doing more adult-themed sets. I think that's great, but I feel like they've sort of detached from a lot of that sort of, like, fun, young, adventurous type theming they used to do, like, 10, 20 years ago. Brig played the game. What did she do? Hey, good for her. Like Atlantis was the equivalent when you were a youth. Oh, yeah, Atlantis. How'd I even forget about that? That was the most recent of those, I'm pretty sure. But even Atlantis was like a number of years ago at this point. No kids are buying an 80-pound Lego Bumblebee. Yeah, definitely stuff like that is appealing to adults. Which I think is fine. I mean, a lot of the adult-aimed sets LEGO has released over the past years have been really cool. I'm so tempted to get that Jaws boat set that they recently released. I'm not even that big of a Jaws fan. I just think the design of the boat and shark in that set is so good that I really want to get it. Early Ninjago was another theme you got a ton of. Yeah. I was never really into Ninjago that much at the time, which is funny because in retrospect, I'm like, I feel like that should have been something I was really big into, but I wasn't, like, as a kid for whatever reason. Lego City had a scuba theme a few years back. It's funny how City has become, like, the new catch-all for those types of things. Like, you get the usual, like, police, fire, and then, like, other rescue stuff. And, like, trucks and cars and things like that. But now you're getting, like, deep space exploration sci-fi is part of the City theme. It's like, what? I mean, as long as we're still getting the deep space exploration, I'm down. But, like, it's so funny that that's become part of City at this point. And the same with, like, the Arctic themes and the deep sea themes and, like, the jungle exploration stuff they've done a couple times now.
Avatar, you gotta deal with it!
Shut up, Cora.
Avatar, you gotta deal with it! I'm the Avatar, you gotta deal with it!
Of the Lego movie sets. I never got any of those. They were pretty cool, though. Or are you talking about Lego movie sets as in, like, Jaws? I was thinking the Lego movie, the sets that released with those. Hey, we're winning, don't you worry. Hello, Pixel Ghost, welcome. Yee! What? Monster Fighters? Monster Fighters. That one sounds familiar. Was that the one with the, like, phone integration? No, that was Other Side? I remember, like, not too long ago, there was, like, that one theme that had, like, the whole, like, phone AR game tied to it. I never got any of those, and I remember the sets... The theme overall performed really poorly, apparently. Monster Fight. What was Monster Fighters? That sounds so familiar. Wish they had more unique sets like Dreams. Dreams is a really intriguing theme to me. It's not a theme that I think I would ever get a set from, but I like that it's going in a more, like, abstract sort of creative direction as a theme. Man, where's my team? Hidden Side died fast. It really did. Where's the new Bionicle? Good question. Almost got every single Lego movie set when they first released. That's how much you love the movie. Honestly, the Lego movie might be one of my all-time favorite movies. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I'd want to rewatch it, but the first Lego movie is genuinely a masterpiece. Which is so funny, because of all things, the Lego movie has no right to be that good, and yet it is. You loved Lego Dimensions. That was the Toys to Life game, right? Like the Disney Infinity and Skylanders. I never played that. I just remember it's so cool because I had a Portal collab with it. Monster Hunters was the one with those collectible transparent colored pieces. Oh, I think I know the theme you're talking about. I remember that one. That was a really short-lived theme, wasn't it? Did that even get a second wave? Man. Hey, Anthony, welcome to the stream. Even the YMS guy loved the Lego movie, and he usually prefers art house stuff and dislikes most mainstream stuff. I mean, the Lego movie was surprisingly, like, maybe art house isn't the best way to put it, but, like, for what it was amazingly not, like, conventional type movie. I don't even know how to, like, word it properly, but it did a remarkably good job of being just, like, an actually good movie. You should buy more Lego. You should buy more Lego. I should buy more Lego. But Lego's expensive. That's the problem. Hello, Phil. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god. Really looking forward to the gumball machine set. I don't remember if I've actually seen what it looks like. I just remember that being a thing. Do you really need all your organs more than Lego? I think the real question is, do I really need all these Fortnite dance emotes more than Lego? Because that's what I'm really spending money on these days. You buy the Mythic Reinhardt weapon? Not yet. Still undecided. Saw the family tree set the other day and it looks so cute, but it's so expensive and you have no desk room to display it. That's the other problem, finding display space for Lego. I already have more Lego than I can realistically display, so it's hard for me to justify getting any more. Although I do definitely want to get that new city jungle set with like the truck that comes with the definitely not Johnny Thunder. Yeah. Gonna buy all the D&D minifigs. When I saw those, I got so excited because, like, I love collectible minifigures, but I just feel like they never do it for things I care about, you know? Like, if they did an Overwatch collectible minifigures series, oh, that would be cool. Even if they did one for, like, My Hero Academia, that would be cool. I know, we should have won. You blew a ton on a retired Spider-Man set sometime last year. You posted a picture of that, didn't you? I seem to remember that being posted on the Discord. Check out Broyoax's video of him trying Juno. No, I have not yet. Trying to decide whether to buy the Harlequin Widowmaker skin. Do it. It's only an epic, right? You can afford that. Do it. Buy the skin. Speaking of Johnny Thunder, pretty sure there was a Johnny Thunder and a collectible minifigures a few years back. I remember that one. I remember seeing it, and I was very tempted to try and get it, but I haven't. I might try getting it off like eBay at this point, because it probably wouldn't be too expensive. But I do remember that one. It's like, oh yeah, that was definitely inspired by Johnny Thunder. But that was the one that came with the chameleon, right? Which would be a cool piece to have as well. I know LEGO Overwatch does exist, but they haven't done a collectible minifigures series for it. Like, especially now with Overwatch 2, and we have so many more new heroes at this point. If they were to bring back LEGO Overwatch and do a collectible minifigures, you could get a LEGO Kiriko, LEGO Brig, LEGO Junker Queen, LEGO Mauga. So cool. Looking forward to the LEGO Zelda set coming out in September. Ugh. Yeah, I looked at that and I was like, that's pretty cool. And then I looked at the price and I was like, that's not very cool. And honestly, the Deku tree out of all the things to like build in LEGO is like, I feel like there's a lot more interesting stuff they could have done for Zelda. Now, if they released a LEGO scale Spirit Tracks train with Link and Alfonso and like Zelda in like ghost form, that I would buy. 100% that I would buy. Oh, they come with Linebeck too. God, that'd be great. Nobody's even played Spirit Tracks though, so it would never happen, but I would love that. Like Omalga would be a big fig. He would be a big fig, which means he probably wouldn't be in the collectible minifigures, unfortunately. I mean, so far we've got 2 for 3 enemy tanks using the Reinhardt Mythic, so Maybe people are buying this skin. Damn it. Come on. Come on. If only she hadn't pulled off the res. Room full of Lego Juno minifigures. Oh my. Don't really use eBay for Lego. Occasionally do for a bid. Be like using Bricklink. I've never actually used Bricklink. Then again, I don't really buy much secondhand Lego, so. Stop it. I have a little custom Lego project planned, actually, where I'm going to need to get a lot of specific pieces, so I'll definitely be using Bricklink for that whenever I get around to it. Come out with Lego Overwatch blind boxes, Ian gets nothing but Kirikos. I mean, as long as I have one of those, that's fine. As long as I can get a Kiriko and a Brig, and a Juno, and a Junker Queen, and every other character. Ian versus Overwatch whales. Who wins? Whales or the whaler? I don't think so. I know Bricklink is a really, like, renowned site for that sort of stuff. It's just I've never personally used it. You had 400 subs, Kiriko. Hey, congrats. Way to go. You loved Chima when you were small. I remember Chima. I never got any of those sets, but I remember them being a thing. Kiriko needs a bike in her set. Oh, man. We see a Lego Kiriko bike before we see it in game. Alright, you slip away this time, frog. Don't expect it to happen again. You see the new LEGO Horizon Zero Dawn game? I did. I still think that's a very interesting game for them to be making. Makes you wonder if we'd ever see a LEGO version of an Overwatch game. Woo! See ya, Willow. Recharge your batteries quickly. Ooh, yeah. I was looking at the recent space collectible minifigures. I was kind of disappointed by them, to be honest. Like, none of them really stuck out as like, ooh, I really want to get that. The Ice Planet one, I think it was the one that I found most interesting. But overall, I was like, I don't know. I was kind of surprised because I thought I'd be in love with those, but none of them really spoke to me, you know? Yes, I do have the LEGO Bastion skin. I have not done the Cybertruck challenges yet. I'll have to do that later.
Behold the hamster. Behold the champion.
Remixes the old themes were the most interesting, a bit underwhelming for a space theme. Yeah. Here, while we're in queue, I actually want to look up those again, because I want to remind myself what they all looked like. Oh, we're already in the game. Oh yeah, do some hamster. Alright, so looking at them, the astronaut one is pretty cool. Imposter, meh. Alien tourist, kind of fun. There is a retro space heroine, which is, I guess that's close to Juno, but doesn't look anything like her. M-Tron powerlifter, kind of cool. Android nurse, eh. UFO fan, eh. Ice Planet's the cool one. Robot butler, eh. Beetlezoid, eh. Orion, eh. And then the mutant, which is kind of eh. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, kind of disappointing for like a series of space-themed minifigures. They just don't look that good, most of them. Am I going to do a video talking about Juno and how she plays? Probably not. I don't really see a point. Like, I feel like everybody already kind of knows, you know? I don't know what I would really say that would be interesting to people. Where can you post a funny video on Discord? You can post it in the memes channel. No. Wait a minute. Is this Reinhardt using the weapon too? I just realized. He is. Wait, is he? Oh, come on. I wanted Ryan to kill me. Yeah, that's definitely it. Wow. 3 for 4. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe people are excited about this Reinhardt weapon. I wonder how many of these people getting the Reinhardt Mythic are people who just didn't get the Ashe Mythic, you know? I'd be willing to bet a lot of them are. Which, again, I think if you look at it in that the Mythic weapons are an alternative to getting a Mythic skin you don't want, I think they make more sense. But I wonder how many people are still going to even go for them. You have all of them but the Imposter. Got 2 of the astronauts, tourists, Blacktron mutant, and Ice Planet girl. Wait, the Ice Planet's a girl? I didn't even realize that. Because they have like the big armor and the helmet. What'd you think about an Ashe skin where the rules are reversed? Bob is a human and Ashe is an Omnic? I think that would actually be really funny. It'd be like the inverted Wrecking Ball skin where it's a little robot hamster in a flesh mech. Yeah. Hello, it's CJ. Welcome to the stream. Wouldn't be surprised if most people just skip the Ashe Mythic. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me either. Ryan players must be happy with Mythic weapons. I mean, I would have been more excited for it if it was something like more sci-fi themed. Because again, I'm just really not into like demonic type stuff. I just don't find it visually interesting. No, come on. If your main character got a Mythic weapon skin, you wouldn't care if they never got a Mythic skin. I would still want them to get a Mythic skin. Also, depending on the hero, like a weapon skin wouldn't even be that interesting. Like, imagine a Mythic Wrecking Ball weapon skin. What would that even be? That's like half the stuff you even see on the UI right here, because it wouldn't change the control panel, presumably. It would just be the weapons on the side. Like, a Wrecking Ball weapon skin would be very underwhelming. Because most of the time you're staring at the ball itself anyways as you're rolling around. Cyberpunk themed weapon skins. See, those would be cool. I would love if we got a hero with a cyberpunk weapon. Oh, what would be a good cyberpunk weapon? Like, what hero would it work well for, and what would it actually look like? Too slow. Ah! Cyberpunk weapon would work well with the Transformer skins. Yeah? Malga with cyberpunk guns. What would they do to make Malga's guns look cyberpunk themed? What? The heck did I get stuck on there? And there's the Sombra. Cyberpunk Hammond. That would actually be a cool skin. I could imagine them giving the Malga guns a bunch of like wires sort of hanging off of it. Maybe if they did some sort of like, if they detailed it in such a way where it almost looked like the guns were like part of his arms, I could see them do something like that. Because does he ever, he never drops his guns, right? I guess he does during certain emotes and like highlight intros. But in terms of abilities, I don't think he ever actually puts down his guns. Because even when he's charging, he's still carrying them. Ooh, kill me, I don't care. I screwed up your shatter. The game's always ruined by Sombra. That's nothing new. No! What if weapons, mythic weapons are bundled in with mythic skins? Be more expensive, but you'd get more. I mean, you could almost argue that mythic skins have their own mythic weapons. They have unique sound effects, visual designs, usually visual effects as well. Like, you're seriously telling me that the Ashe mythic skin weapon isn't its own, like, mythic weapon? It might not be quite as fancy as the Reinhardt one, but, like, you know. What? Worthless ass team. Good lord. Useless ball. Yeah, the one keeping them in the spawn. Well, you all can't deal with a single Reinhardt. Both our DPS were on the payload, and they just ran away when Reinhardt came in. Yeah, nice job, Damage. Don't get good me. It was not my fault. think I'm going to start endorsing every Reinhardt I see with the Mythic. Apparently on Steam, the effects of Reinhardt's Mythic don't trigger. Maybe that's why it wasn't working for me. Because I was running it through Steam initially because my Battle.net wouldn't update.
You gotta deal with it! I'm the Avatar! You gotta deal with it!
Good handful of your chat are Slumber players. Yep. And I judge you all accordingly. Hoping they up Mythic Prisms to 90 next time. We can hope.
He says, if you have many aliases, why call yourself Anna?
These days, being myself is exciting enough.
Time to pay some debts the old-fashioned way.
Man. What even is Hammond's game plan? What do you mean? Oh, I almost got her off. Oh, hey, welcome back, actual Victor Kruger. Need a Cyberpunk 2077 Overwatch collab. Honestly, I want them to do an Edge Runners Fortnite collab. That's what I think they should do. Give us David, Lucy, and Rebecca skins. It'd be perfect. I don't know why they haven't done it. Goddamn Anna. Your opinion on open world games? You've talked about Cassette Beasts a lot during the stream. It's a great open world game. I always struggle to get into open world games. They don't have enough direction to them. I just wander around and get bored. Like, in my experience, it's very hard for an open world game to feel engaging. I think the only open world game I've really extensively enjoyed is the Just Cause series, which, for those of you who don't know, is very similar to Grand Theft Auto, but focuses more on being a terrorist, for lack of a better term. Even though it's framed as you being like a counter-terrorist, basically. Basically, it involves you going around blowing things up and fighting whatever country you're in's local military group. Well, that was silly. But the reason that Just Cause is so much fun is it has some of the best mobility mechanics and vehicle mechanics out of any game series I've ever played, which is why I find it so much fun. Just Cause is GTA, but with a grappling hook, basically. It's basically GTA with a grapple hook. And no hookers, unfortunately. Rico Rodriguez fan? Hell yeah, I am. I love Rico. He's great. He's one of those characters that, like, I wish more people, like, knew who he was. You know what? Maybe I need to get Rico on as a mascot. Literally nobody would know who it is. Oh my god. Wow, I cannot believe we actually managed to get that. Have I played Sleeping Dogs? I have not. I've heard mixed things about Sleeping Dogs. Not a game I've ever played, though.
Efficiency rating. Maximum danger.
Most open world games are very repetitive. I agree. That's why I've never been able to get into basically any Bethesda games. Fallout, Elder Scrolls, I just can't. I've tried so many times to get into those games because they look so much fun, but then it's just wander around, engaging in quests, and just it's repetitive and aimless and just not enjoyable for me.
Primary target updated.
Like GTA Online. I've never played GTA Online. What about Lego open world games? Such as... Isn't there that one game, like Lego Worlds or something, where it's like kind of an open world? I've never really played any of those. Woo. Newer ones since Lego Batman 2 are open world. I don't know if I've ever replayed any of the Lego games since then. Get a map set in Norway. What would they put in Norway? Lego Worlds is like Minecraft, but less fun. Ah, so it's like Lego Fortnite. It's Minecraft, but worse. It's worse than Lego Fortnite? Woo. Wow. I did not think we were going to win this.
Play of the game.
Try streaming modded Minecraft. I've considered doing a Minecraft stream. That might be what I do if I ever do like a chill stream. Because I've talked about just having like a just chatting type stream. Minecraft might be a good thing to do for that. Whose fox is on my head? Double edge. You know better than to climb up there. Really, Victor? You've never played Minecraft? Seems like more people have played it than haven't these days. It's been around so long and it's so omnipresent. See, would you rather have this skin or a spooky hammer? The choice is yours, my friend. You like being up there, you can look down at the other foxes like a god. Uh-oh. Double Edge is a god complex. Manga Saitama or comic Optimus Prime? Optimus Prime? Regardless of which version? Preferably G1 though. Worship you, donuts for all. Stream crash? Oh, did it crash for anybody else? It's been running fine for me on my end. I haven't noticed anything happening to indicate it's crashed. No! I wouldn't even say that open world games are like a genre I particularly don't enjoy. There's a lot of genres I don't enjoy. I tend to be more interested in survival games than open world games, because survival games at least have a sense of direction where it's like, oh, I need to not starve. Okay, I gotta find food. It's like you have direction for what you're supposed to be doing. But like, there's a lot of genres I don't like. Bullet hells, I hate bullet hell games. RPGs, for the most part, I'm not really a fan of. There's a few exceptions, but like any turn-based type games, unless it's like an XCOM type strategic game, I'm not a fan. Hey, Kiriko member for 12 months. Wow, that's a whole ass year. Thanks, I appreciate it, buddy. 1 year, can't believe it's been this long already. It's been a pleasure being a part of this awesome community. Here's to another year. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate having you. You're a valued part of this humble community. Fool! Never turn your barrier away from me. Whoa! How did I manage to sidestep that? No. We got a Cyberpunk collab. Who would get the skins? I don't know. Good question. Oh yeah, who's on my head this time? Which? Oh, two of you up there. God damn it. You ever just feel bad fighting an enemy Reinhardt who's just not as good as you? And you're like, I feel like I shouldn't be killing this guy, you know? Like, he's just not as good. And I feel bad. skill issue. I mean, yeah, but like, it's like fighting a child. It's like, no, there's no honor in that. Ooh, oh, he got me that time. Ah! Hey, Tinte, welcome back. Yes, nothing but wins, as always. Feel bad for the enemy team when they suck because you've been there. Indeed. Wish Optimus Prime skin had a color variant for Nemesis Prime. You know, I was thinking about that. What if they added a Mythic collab skin? And Reinhardt would have actually been a good one for that, because they could have given him the different colors for Nemesis Prime, so they'd have at least 2 versions there. And then he could have different hammers as well. He could have his Energon Axe as one weapon variant, and then, like, the hammer he has now is another. It would have been an interesting one. Oh. He sounds so cool when he gets nanoed with this voice mod. Face me if you dare. Oh, this is such a cool skin. I'm never taking this skin off. It's too good. What if Optimus Prime Reinhardt becomes the new Pink Mercy? Where, like, a year from now, people are begging them to bring back Optimus Prime Reinhardt. Oh, man. Honestly, out of all the collabs, I could see this being one that people are desperate to make a return. Optimus Prime Heart, my beloved. I'm kind of surprised I don't see more people getting up in arms about them bringing back the Seraphim skins. Those were super popular. Maybe it just hasn't been long enough yet. But I would imagine people would be like, bring back Big Booty Brig. Wish Ana had a "you snooze, you lose" voice line. That'd be fitting. You know how much they made with Pink Mercy? I don't think so. I don't think they've said yet. It's one reason why K-pop skins aren't being talked about, but you won't say it's conflict? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, they aren't being talked about? Woo. No! It just rolled out there. Turned into a little plane and flew away. Turned into a helicopter. Got our first leak for the next Fortnite season. Ooh, what got shown off or leaked? They're adding Gwenpool. Of course they are. Yeah, that checks out. It's kind of surprising that she wasn't already in the game. Do we know if she's gonna be... Is she gonna be like part of the battle pass? The way like Magneto is this season? Or do we like know anything about her other than just she's gonna exist? No, there's no health there. She's the season pass card in Marvel Snap this month. Huh.
I'm on the point. Come on.
Hoping she has a cell shaded style. Definitely. You know, I was thinking recently, just like how impressive Fortnite's cell shading is.
Let's hurry this along. There's a beat.
Like the fact that they can make 2D characters retain their like anime look, even in a 3D game like Fortnite. And like the degree to which they look like they still hold that 2D original appearance. It's impressive. Like, holy moly, Fortnite has an incredible cell shader. They added one skin to Ryan to make you swap. What would it be? Ooh, it might need to be the Deep Sea Diver Mythic skin. That might be the one. But even that, though, it would have to look really good and have really cool effects for me to even occasionally swap off Optimus Prime, because Because Optimus Prime is top tier. Have you ever seen the very first cel-shaded skin? I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but they've certainly gotten better over time. Like, even comparing the, like, My Hero skins in Fortnite, the first wave of My Hero skins don't look nearly as good as the, like, latter ones they've added. They've definitely gotten better at cel shading over time in Fortnite. Which is good to see that they've gotten better, but also sucks if, you're a fan of one of those characters who got in early. Because they just will forever look worse now. Just touched a duck. On purpose or, like, by accident? Like, did you go to, like, pick up your bottle of water and it's just a duck there instead? That'd be kind of weird. Oh, hey, Astro, I didn't even see you show up. I missed your message. I thought you were at Streamlabs. It's 80 plus in Brussels and this room lacks AC. Ooh, that's rough, buddy. I hope you're having a good time on the trip, though. Seems like you guys have been. Ow. Get this stupid ass pylon out of here. Why was a woman bringing a duck to show you? Hey, Proto, how's it going? Drop the F-bomb on stream, did I? Maybe. Difference between first wave skins and more recent ones is crazy. Yeah, I know. They've definitely gotten better with the cel shading, which is cool to see. Makes you wonder how much better it'll get over time. Ah. Do you think the new cel-shaded Deadpool and Wolverine skins look good? Oh, are those the ones that, like, just got revealed, like, today? I haven't really taken a look at them. I just saw that they were added. Ah! Been very chaotic, but you are having fun. That's good to hear, Astro. Yeah. 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 Ah! No, no. Don't punch me. Man, how could this all go downhill? Didn't purchase the weapon skin? Not yet. Hello, Tommy. Welcome to the stream as well. What happened? How are we getting crushed all of a sudden? No! Oh my god, Alari almost got me there. Oh. I mean, we lost anyways, but...
Thank you.
Round two. Loss. No. Win. Score 1-1.
Halloween is right around the corner. Bro, it's not even August yet. Wait at least until the end of August to start getting hyped for Halloween. But I am curious if anyone's doing anything. That the Battle Pass weapon skin is so overpriced. It really is. Tomorrow it's off to EU Parliament and the Belgian Museum of Natural History. Then the day after you head to Germany. Wow, you guys are on a big old fancy trip. How long are you going to be gone, Astro? Like, when are you going to be getting back to the US? You're looking at spook decorations today? Well, you are called Pixel Ghosts, so I guess that's not surprising for you. You pay attention to the core mechanics as opposed to the gameplay loop. I mean, I wouldn't say that. Like, I think core mechanics are the gameplay loop. I don't think those are necessarily a different thing. I don't like open world games because they lack direction. It doesn't feel like you're... I like feeling like I'm on an adventure or like doing a thing, you know? And when the game is open world, it's like, you're not on an adventure. You're just some dumbass wandering through the woods. Like, that's not an adventure. That's something you do as a child and think is an adventure. A real adventure is being railroaded through a series of scripted, high-action, interesting, story-focused events. Because that feels like an adventure. Blizzard needs to be more generous like Epic. Is Epic generous? Are they? Don't like open world because you don't like feeling overwhelmed on doing stuff. Yeah, that's also a component of it too. It's like, oh, I want to do this thing. Oh, but then 5 other things popped up. Ah, that's too many things. I can't do all these. And then I just don't want to do anything. Elden Ring is an open world where you feel like you're on an adventure. I mean, I wouldn't know. I haven't played it, so... August 23rd, and Jazz is returning to Boston with you. Wow, so you're going to be gone a long-ass time. You're going to be gone a whole-ass month. Wow. What Omnic model are you? I don't legally have to give away that information. Come back with a warrant, please. You get lost in open world games. I don't tend to get lost per se, but it's just like... I don't know. Like, I always compare... For me, I try to compare open world games to, like, a game like Half-Life. Where Half-Life gives, like, the illusion of it being an open world, despite the fact that you're railroaded through the entire thing. Because it gives the illusion of, like, oh, you're traveling through, like, this research facility or this city or whatever. And there's the idea of, like, you never know where you're going to go. It's just you're trying to escape or you're trying to get to whatever thing. And it feels like you're just happening through these locations along your way, despite it all being very meticulously railroaded and scripted. Whereas, like, an open world like Fallout is like, oh, you have to go to, like, that, like, enemy base way over there. It's like, okay. You end up walking for, like, 10 minutes through the desert and this is nothing. And it's like, oh, you'll find, like, a mutant that you get to fight. Wow. That's how I've always compared them, which is why I've never really been able to get into open world games like that.
A gun in each hand and a smile on my face.
Is Juno your new main? I think it's too early to say. I think she'll certainly become a support alternate for me. I had a lot of fun playing her. A lot more fun playing her than I did Venture during their trial. So We'll see. How do you feel about Cyberpunk? Oh, I tried so hard to get into Cyberpunk 2077, and I just couldn't for the exact same reason. It's too open world. Like, I wander around with no clear idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. Or, like, even if I know what I'm supposed to be doing, it's just like, it's too open. It's too easy to get distracted by little things that you think are going to be interesting, but then don't really have any sort of payoff. What's my favorite kind of game? That is a tough question. I mean, I'm willing to say, like, match-based shooter games are probably my favorite. Like Overwatch and Fortnite. They're certainly the games that I am able to most play just over and over and over again. Which is funny, because they're, like, super repetitive. You know what? Fortnite, I think, is actually an interesting example of a, quote, open world game. Because it's like, you can do whatever you want in this open Fortnite world. You don't have to try to kill people and win and get loot. That's just what you're supposed to do. So, like, in a way, Fortnite's open world, too. But it has such clear objectives, and it's on such a short, repetitive loop of the gameplay that it's fun. I mean, even Overwatch is open world. You could say Dorado, this very map. I could walk over there if I wanted. I could walk over there. I can do whatever I want. I don't have to fight this Winston, but I do. More than a month, big adventure. Every day has been pretty wild. Well, certainly, I hope you enjoy it, Astro. I hope you have a really good time, because that's definitely going to be the sort of vacation that you look back on and are like, ah, what a cool experience I've done.
On the Avatar, you gotta deal with it. On the Avatar, you gotta deal with it. On the Avatar, you gotta deal with it.
Whoa, dang it, I almost knocked him off. No, 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 no. Ooh. You do quests if you want instead of winning, exactly. Sounds like Ian doesn't like freedom. On the contrary, I quite enjoy freedom. I just like having a sense of direction when I'm trying to do things, you know? When an open world Souls-like Puss in Boots game. That would be interesting. Could you imagine? Souls-like game where you play as Puss in Boots? That would be so funny. I kind of want them to do that now. I wouldn't even play it because I can't play Souls games. I find them so uninteresting to play. But, like, that would be such a fun game that, like... I want that to exist. Come on, Baptiste, buddy, old pal. We're friends, right? Better let him slip away. Final Fantasy and Xenoblade are your favorite RPGs? I played a good bit of Xenoblade, the first one. And then I got like 100 hours in and it was still going, and I was like, alright, I think I'm done with this game. No. Man. I will say one open world game other than the Just Cause games that I really loved. Loved it so much that I actually 100%ed it twice. Is the Mad Max game. Which was made actually by the same developers that made Just Cause, which I'm sure is probably why I was able to play it. But that game is just... the gameplay mechanics of it are so good that, like, it makes up for being an open world game, you know? It's like the one exception. Mad Max and Just Cause are the only open world games that I was ever able to, like, fully 100% and even finish, or even enjoy playing. Imagine Ian likes talking walks in the woods, but prefers there be trail rather than just brush everywhere. I guess that's a way of looking at it, yeah. They release heroes too quickly. Remember Malga and it feels like yesterday. I don't know. It does feel like heroes release more quickly, and I think that's because each hero release has less fanfare than it used to. It used to be such a huge deal back in Overwatch 1 when a new hero would release. And now they're still the biggest new additions we get, but they're not nearly as significant as they used to be. Good night, Astro. Hope you and Ness have a good time. Thanks for tuning into the stream for a bit. Wish you the best on your trip. Wish we got more frequent maps. I agree. I'm kind of curious why they've cut back on new map additions so much. I wonder if it's because they're trying to focus more on developing new game modes, and that sort of consumes all the new map, like, development resources they have.
Something has to change.
I agree. I wish there were more maps. I wish Overwatch actually had enough maps in it that they could actually do map rotations, like what they tried when Overwatch 2 first launched. If there were enough maps in the game, then I would be okay with a seasonal map rotation. But there aren't enough maps for that. And there probably won't be for a long time still. I think another reason I really like the Mad Max open world game is because it has a sense of, like, survival to it as well. Where it's like you're wandering around not just because you need to do quests, but because you need to find, like, a gas canister with, like, half a gallon of fuel in it to get you to the next, like, you know, actual place where you can get, like, fuel and ammo and stuff. It feels like it's the immersion level, I think. It feels immersed in this wasteland world where you have to, like, survive by interacting with things. As opposed to just oh, I want to loot this random base because there might be some cool, like, gun or item I find in there. So I think it touches more on the survival aspect of things, which I definitely prefer. Really? You're gonna regret that. Ugh, dang it. If you didn't have a Kiriko on your ass, it would have killed you. They reduced it to 2 heroes a year and it meant getting more maps, you'd be okay with it. I don't know if I'd want only 2 heroes a year, but I would definitely like more maps, so... Do I just, like, not have a team? Something I've been thinking about recently. Do you think we're going to fall into a pattern where every spring we get a new damage, every summer a new support, every fall/winter a new tank? Are they going to fall into a pattern of wanting to release 1 damage, 1 support, and 1 tank every year, now that we've sort of balance things out more? And if so, are they going to maintain like the same time of year that we get each of those things? Because it'd be weird if it just sort of fell into like that predictable of a cycle. But they couldn't really change it without like doubling up on one role, which, you know, I mean, is how it's been for most of Overwatch, so maybe they'll just stick with that. But I don't know. Think they should release 2 supports and tanks, 1 DPS, so both tank and supports can catch up? I disagree. I very much disagree with the idea that we have to have equal representation of all roles, especially tanks, now that tanks make up a disproportionately smaller portion of a given team with 5v5. I think Blizzard took way too long to add a new damage hero in Overwatch 2 after Sojourn. Venture should have been released, like, way earlier. What kind of games do you think Kiriko would play? Probably anime gacha games. Dating sims. Oh my god, there's something very funny about the thought of Kiriko playing a dating sim. She'd play an otome too. Ones that are made for girls. It's a bunch of guys. Dating sims aren't your liking. Why should you see them be happy while you're lonely? That's why you gotta put yourselves in the shoes of the faceless protagonist. It's like you're the person dating the girls, not whoever character's in the game. Why should they be happy? You like gacha games? Really? Explain to me, Kiriko, what you like about gacha games. Pocket-sized black holes for a wallet. Yeah, basically. I would love to play a dating sim on stream again. Getting to play the Overwatch dating sim was amazing. I always thought streaming a dating sim would be really fun. There's a Let's Player I used to follow back in the day. He doesn't do videos anymore, unfortunately. But he used to often do Let's Play videos of dating sims, and it was some of the funniest shit I'd ever seen on YouTube. Like, the way he would, like, voice the characters and everything, it was great. You can see you're playing a game where she gets to eat donuts. Which is like Bejeweled, but like Candy Crush and eating the donuts. Spent far more than you'd like to admit on Fortnite. Well, Fortnite at least is like, you know. That's a better use of money than gacha games, if you ask me. Kiriko is your gacha game? Excuse me? What Overwatch character would you want to romance in a dating sim? I don't know. Take a wild guess. Couldn't be that hard to predict. Any other tanks you like besides Wrecking Ball? I mean, I play all the tanks, so there's that. Whee! Fortnite's more affordable than Overwatch? I don't think that's necessarily true. I think they're different, but I wouldn't say Fortnite's more affordable. Game do you think Reaper would play? I don't know. All right, chat. I think that's probably going to do it for today's stream. Ever wish you can date your Overwatch hero? No comment. I think that is going to do it for today's stream. Thank you all for tuning in. Keep it a bit shorter today. Yeah. New Reinhardt Mythic. Interesting. We'll see if I get it or not. But I will be back on Thursday with my usual stream. And there might be something a little before then. Things might be a bit different next time we gather here in one of these streams. We'll see. We shall see. And on that note, I'll bid you all adieu. Have a good rest of your Tuesday, everybody, and I'll be seeing you later this week. Bye, everybody.